And here come these Zealots, and HoGiL's going to have to rely on drones, I think, because I don't see... I mean, there's a couple of Zerglings, about 4 Zerglings out. This might be enough to defend, but man, if Stork manages to get into the main somehow, he's trying to sneak into the main with the... Oh, HoGiL's doing a good job of microing around and keeping those Zealots from running into the main. So only one Zealot makes it in, so that's not going to be too horrific for HoGiL. I think he'll be able to get rid of this before he even drops one drone. But this is pretty crucial for Stork because he's getting a nice scout with this Zealot. He's going to be able to scout around and see if the lair is coming up. That is a crucial part of this game. If the lair is coming up, he knows he'll be safe to tech up even further. But if the lair is not coming up, it means that HoGiL is going for something else, which could be a Zergling run-by. And I think that's what Stork is preparing for. He has a whole lot of probes out front of his choke with a couple of Zealots. So he's preparing for a rush. And I don't think he saw the Hydralisk in, but if he did see the Hydralisk in, he's going to know to throw down a lot of cannons, because I think HoGiL is transitioning into 3-hatch Hydra. I think he's going for 3-hatch Hydra. He's just mining gas with a couple of drones at his natural, and no lair whatsoever, so he's actually going to lose an Overlord here. It's going to supply block him for a little while, but not a huge deal. Actually, he's not supply blocked. He's still... Well, yeah, he is. He's 2 overpopulation, but... A couple of cannons here for Stork. He's safe for the time being, trying to go out and scout. No, HoGiL denies the scout. So this could be bad for Stork, actually, if he doesn't send out another probe, doesn't get some kind of scouting on this build from HoGiL. Although he can pretty much assume it at this point. Since HoGiL is behind, he's going to try to figure out a clever way of ending this game early, since he is so far behind in macro at the moment. So HoGiL is moving out with his... Hydras. I think the Stork is okay right now. He's throwing down one more cannon just to be safe. And oh, he saw the Hydra. The Hydra was revealed, so now Stork is going to throw down a lot of cannons and try to defend this. This is going to be pretty fun because there are a bunch of Zerglings out here too. And I don't think HoGiL can get this done with the troop that's on the ground right now, but if he keeps pumping from these hatcheries, I think he'll be able to push in, catch Stork off guard, maybe, if he can bypass at least one of these warping cannons. So he's actually picking at the assimilator a little bit, and Stork throwing down yet another cannon. He is playing very defensively, and he has a pretty good defense going. I don't think he's going to be broken anytime soon by a bunch of Hydras. So Stork's pushing out a little bit. This might not be the best idea in the world. There are backup Hydras, reinforcement Hydras coming his way. And at least he got a view on how many Hydras were coming his way. He saw the big grouping that was down there, so he knows that HoGiL's going to try to break soon. And that will give him some information of how many more cannons he wants to throw down. He's going out with his Zealots just defending at the moment. One cannon goes down, so he's going to have to replace that cannon if he wants to defend. Running back with his Zealots, and looks like HoGiL still grouping. HoGiL is out here still grouping up his Hydras. He's got to get it done with these Hydras. If he does not break this natural expansion with Hydras, he is going to lose this game, because I still don't think he has his lair yet. I don't see how he could keep up this unit production and still have time to morph his lair. But yeah, he's coming over here. Plenty of Hydras out here to do the break, running in with one Zergling to scout the amount of troops. And he sees that there's one cannon warping in, so he might try to push this right now. Actually, there are 2 Overlords, so he could be transitioning into a drop strategy of some kind, actually. If he researches drop instead of speed, he could ferry some troops into the main, which could work out or could not. Stork has a pretty... Oh, Stork has to fight back these Hydras. HoGiL, he took down 2 cannons, but still he has to deal with so many Zealots at the moment. Oh, there's a standoff. Neither guy is backing off. Looks like Stork's still in a pretty good position. I don't think he has +1 yet, but he has plenty of Zealots out, and he backs off back to his cannons. And I think he should probably put down 1 or 2 more cannons, because I don't think HoGiL's going to let up anytime soon. Okay, looks like Stork in here with 1 Corsair, just trying to be annoying, and he wants to get the scout and how many bases are there for HoGiL too. He's going to be able to take out another Overlord, so that's not good for HoGiL. He's lost too many Overlords in this game already. And plenty of gateways pumping. At least HoGiL got the scout on that with that now dead Overlord. So he's going to know that he probably shouldn't try to break anytime soon, because Stork is going to have plenty of Zealots out there to deal with these Hydras, I think. And they're going to be +1 upgraded soon enough, so that's going to be kind of a nightmare for HoGiL. It looks like Stork is actually running around with a probe. I think he's going to throw down his third base. Yes, he is, and that's going to be especially difficult for HoGiL to deal with because he's only working with Hydras at the moment. He doesn't have any mutas that he could go over there and harass with, and I'm not even sure if he has his lair yet. I did not see the lair yet. He might be morphing it, or he might just be committing to Hydras. But Stork coming up with some High Templar. He's going to have to wait a little bit longer for the High Templar to get energy. But I'm looking around. Yep, no lair whatsoever. HoGiL is all in with this attack. So if he doesn't get this done, he's going to lose for sure. Okay, let's see what Stork is up to. Throwing down another cannon, playing especially safe. Because I think he scouted around with his Corsair and he noticed the lack of lair. So he's going to know, okay, I just need to throw down a billion cannons and I'll pretty much have this game. See what HoGiL's up to. There's still a lot of Overlords in here, which makes me very suspicious of a drop. But it's going to be very hard for him to drop. Especially, there's very short distance that Stork has to run. As soon as he sees a bunch of Overlords going into his main, he's going to know to run back there, and he'll still have a bunch of cannons at his natural. And he's coming over here already with some Dragoons. Oh, he's defending the top with Dragoons, and HoGiL is pushing. HoGiL is pushing. There is +1 attack for... Oh, man, a huge storm from Stork. He finally has a storm ready. Has a couple of storms ready on those High Templar coming in. Another storm is drilling through everything. Oh, HoGiL. HoGiL being mopped up. Wrap that HoGiL up. HoGiL's not going to be able to make... He's not going to be able to win this game from this point on. He just can't keep up production. And I don't think he's got his lair going. Yeah, there's the GG from HoGiL. Delicious HoGiL, says Stork. Stork's actually laughing. LOL, HoGiL. So yes, that was interesting, to say the least. Kind of a gambit from HoGiL. It didn't quite pay off. We'll see what his plan is for the second game. Stork already up 1. SPORK POWER.